if you were there last night, the man, beast of Detroit, Michigan, take it away. You know, I consider you guys family. I've been with the Monroe family since the beginning, and a lot of positive things that have been happening in my life this past week, like SmackDown. I started, 2 weeks ago? When I get in that ring, I don't just wrestle for myself, I wrestle for each and every one of you. Because you guys came out and supported me in the little bar. I'd like to use the S word, but it's a little hole, but we graduated to a bigger building, a bigger facility, more fans, a better atmosphere. You know, it's a hell of an atmosphere over at the bar at the Ritz, but you know what? It's onward and upward, you know, bigger and better things for XICW. And then leads me to politics, something I've always held deep in my heart. You guys done now? Can I say my piece now? Rhino, I know it's been a great couple weeks for you, and I know your family, as you just said, is very happy for you. Are you happy for me? That's great, that's heartwarming, it really is. Well, you see, I'm not. It seems I turn on the news to see what's going on in the area, and I see Rhino. And then I walk into the room, vote for Rhino. And then I walk into the room the other night on Tuesday, and SmackDown just happened on the TV, and there's Rhino. And what was I doing? I was growing someone, and if you don't watch what you talk about and say out here, I will rip you in half with a door, son. Just like last time, right? Anyways, so I turn the TV off, and I go on the internet, and Yahoo pops up, and who do I see? It's Rhino! And it's talking about how I won the primary by kicking someone's ass, and if you don't watch what you say out here, I'm gonna do that right here, right now, not later on tonight! I don't know, do you wanna see me do that to this punk right here right now? Looks like I'm ready, looks like you're ready, what do you say? You know what? After these great couple weeks, Rhino, I got some bad news this week. You're not beating me tonight. You're not winning the Rumble Royale tonight because you ain't throwing me out. And if you're not lucky, then in November, you won't even make it to an election because I'm going to rip you apart tonight, maybe with your girl. You want to do it tonight? You want to do it right now? You know what? If I beat you tonight, I'm the last one in the Rumble. And if you lose, you're the first one. Vice versa, I'll go in first, you'll go in last. What do you say? If you're right here, right now, and you don't think I can throw your little ass over this top rope, you got another thing coming. Yeah, you're tough. I've seen you beat people, you beat me. But tonight, I'm the better man, and I'm gonna knock you out, boy. Okay.
So this is our new opening contest, singles bout scheduled for one fall. The loser enters at number 1. The winner gets to come at number 30 spot.
Hello fans and welcome to XICW 213 here at the Imperial House. I am DC Howe here with me as always.
AT Huck for the Rumble Royale, the Motor City Rumble Royale.
Keep saying it, Huck, you'll get it.
It's a mouthful. It looked like they're going to start right off Gavin Quinn against the Man Beast Rhino, starting off the show.
You fans remember, it was just last month that Rhino and Gavin Quinn faced off in this very building, and Quinn pulled off what some would call an upset. I still say that Gavin Quinn's on such a roll right now that nothing is an upset.
Well, looking at what's going on right now, Rhino throwing right over the top rope, that could be an indication of what's going to happen tonight in the Rumble Royale. Over the top again for the second time.
Rhino's just getting warmed up for the Rumble Royale.
And if Rhino beats him right here tonight, Rhino will come in at number 30 in the Rumble Royale, and Gavin Quinn will have to be number 1.
Now, Huck, you've seen enough Rumble Royales to know that the advantage that an individual has coming in at number 30.
Of course, yeah, you come in, you're fresh, everybody's beat up, so you do have the advantage.
Looks like Reynolds brought this back into the ring, and Gavin Quinn just is quickly took it back out, and now they're back in. It's a little ring around the rosy right now.
And Rhino, look at him. Gavin Quinn's trying to grab those tree trunk legs of Rhino. There's no way he can take Rhino down by grabbing a leg.
Yeah, no, if anyone's... Oh, look, Gavin Quinn is going to... Gore? Was that a Gavin Gore?
Wow, he actually gored Rhino. He said he was. But both of these men just off heated battles last night at Attack of the Yak 1. Rhino faced Sabu, and Gavin Quinn faced Orlando Christopher.
Two long-standing rivals locking horns once again last night. You got to think that those two battles have to have an effect on how these two people are feeling right now.
Oh, without a doubt, those were classic battles last night. And Gavin Quinn right now on top of Rhino, putting the boots to him. And look at him, pandering to the crowd. This could cost him against Rhino. While his springboard moonsault didn't quite catch all of it there.
No, he did not, but he's going to try it again.
If first you don't succeed.
He caught him square that one, no doubt about it.
That's right. Going for the pin, didn't hook that leg. I don't even know if he could pick up that leg of Rhino.
You know, it's not often you see Rhino off of his feet. He has such a strong center of gravity that if you get him off his feet, that's the only time you can really do damage to Rhino.
But you know what, Gavin Quinn, after that win against Rhino, I think the fear is gone. He's taking it to Rhino just like he would anybody else.
Oh, Gavin Quinn's on quite a win streak here at XICW. He is full of confidence, and rightfully so.
Just pulled Rhino down by the locks, the long locks of hair that Rhino has. Now he has that chin lock on him, trying to wear the Man Beast down.
Looks like senior referee Brian Gorey is in there making sure that this is a legal chin lock.
And not a choke. That's right. That's what referees are supposed to do. Rhino making that big comeback with chops and a punch to the head. Now he whips him off the ropes. Big elbow by Rhino. A clothesline. And a gore right in the corner. Big belly to back suplex. Belly to belly suplex, I should say.
We've seen this before, Hawk. You know what's coming. And these fans do too.
They're calling for it. And Gavin Quinn was ready for him.
Oh, he was listening to the fans. He is up on Rhino's playbook.
And Gavin Quinn, he seemed to have perfected this super kick, but Rhino was there and caught it. Big goal by Rhino. And he got him. 1, 2, 3. The man beast, Rhino.
This at number 30, Rhino.
Huge win for Rhino right there. He will come in at number 30 in the Rumble Royale.
And Gavin Quinn will have to be number 1.
You know, Gavin Quinn's on such a hot streak right now, but coming in at number 1, I don't know if this is something even he can do.
We have a special bonus match for you here tonight. It is a tag team contest. This bout is scheduled for one fall. Ladies and gentlemen, as this man said so eloquently, we have new XICW Tag Team Champions! You suck, sir. We are obligated contractually to put these titles on the line tonight. But it doesn't say anything in the books against what members of the OI4K have to defend. And it doesn't say anything about when we have to defend. So I think Freebird rules might be a great thing to enact tonight. So we brought some more boys from Ohio. Bring them out right now, ladies and gentlemen, to defend their titles in this match right now. Not in a cage. This is Aaron Williams. This is Kyle Maverick. And they are also members of the OI4K. Their opponents. And introducing their opponents. These two rival friends have brought their bond to the XICW as they prepare for their greatest test to date. At the Proving Ground season finale, they're ready to step in the ring tonight and defend the honor of the XICW. Ladies and gentlemen, Promo Cubes, can't miss Xavier Walker. They are Super Future!
It's going to be a really interesting match here, Huck. You have Super Future, who are relative newcomers to XICW, and Ohio is for Killers, who's been around, and they just don't care.
Yeah, now let me get this right. They invoked the Freebird rules, so does that mean this is a tag team title matchup?
I do believe that is. I did have a chance to go through the contracts with XICW personnel before. Unfortunately, it looks like the Freebird rules are in play.
So tell me this. So if Xavier Walker and his partner, the titles are on the line. So if they win, they're the new XICW Tag Team Champions.
Unfortunately for XICW, fortunately for XICW, yes, that's the case. Our hopes and dreams of bringing those championships back to Michigan lie within these youngsters of Super Future.
Wow. So that's just awesome. We might see title changes right now.
Well, who knew that we'd see 3 title changes last night, Huck?
Well,
we saw 3 titles.
Didn't have 3. There were 2. There were 2.
We had 2. Correction.
Yeah, that's right, because Hakim Zane was actually disqualified in this match against Matt Cross. Got Palmer Cruz working over the arm of Aaron Williams.
Aaron Williams is no stranger to the squared circle. In fact, I do believe he was trained by Al Snow.
Al Snow, one of the best trainers in the business, by the way. I spent a lot of time working for Al Snow back in the early 90s. You have Palmer Cruz working over the arm of Aaron Williams still. Aaron Williams with the reversal into a chin lock. Palmer Cruz able to reverse into a hammer lock.
These two gentlemen are just very comfortable keeping it on the mat right now with some excellent mat wrestling.
And if Super Future can win this match tonight, this will just catapult them in the rankings in XICW as being tag team champions.
Oh, this is a chance of a lifetime for them right now.
But also, by the same token, you know, Aaron Williams and Kyle Maverick, they're defending the titles.
Yeah, they sort of stepped in here and now are the de facto champions, I guess. What it also would make very interesting is that the Super Future is currently scheduled to face the Scarbonis at XICW Proving Ground on August 28th. That would make, if they win tonight, that would make that a championship match, would it not?
Quite possibly. That's something that I would definitely, work for, being the Proving Ground commissioner, to actually have an XICW Tag Team title match on August the 28th.
Xavier Walker has a gigantic height advantage right now over Aaron Williams, and he's using it to his advantage.
Oh, and Xavier Walker's a big, tall, long, lanky individual, but don't underestimate his strength.
Rake of the eyes. Once again, these Ohio individuals are very liberal with the rules, although they have not gotten to the point where the referee has had to step in and admonish them at any point.
Now we're getting our first look at Kyle Maverick in here. Kyle Maverick has had some singles bouts here in XICW.
And from his introductions before, he's already made quite a few friends in the XICW crowd right now.
Yeah, it doesn't quite sound like it though.
No.
This version of Ohio is for Killers actually did face off against the Monroes not long ago.
They did at the last Best in Detroit. That was quite a contest between the Monroes and this version of Ohio is for Killers. And that match actually is what led to after a interruption by Volatile Turbulence entered the ring and had a bit of a confrontation with Malcolm of DBA.
Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able to make it that night, so I'm glad you're here to get the crowd up to breast on what happened that night. Comes big Xavier Walker in here. Big scoop body slam.
Yeah, Xavier Walker is the largest man in this ring, and he needs to make sure to use that height to his advantage.
You know, you got to think about it. Xavier Walker is still really young. You know, by the time he gets in his mid-30s, he should be huge. Palmer Cruz, the smaller of the two. But he's really taking it to Kyle Maverick.
At such a young age, Super Future has been all over the state wrestling with each other, and their chemistry with each other shows.
Yeah, and I think they've actually gotten a few titles, in other promotions.
In talking to them backstage, it's my understanding that they've actually known each other for almost their entire lives, and their chemistry is reflective of that.
Well, it shows. Both of them trained at the House of Truth, just over a year ago, I believe.
Xavier Walker with a double clothesline, showing what the big man can do when he's in the ring. Quick tags, in and out, cut the ring in half. Great tag team wrestling.
Kyle Maverick making a big comeback.
What surprises me thus far in this match is that Ohio Wrestler's manager, JT Davidson, has not stepped in to do anything, but I wouldn't surprise me if Ohio Wrestler truly gets into a dangerous spot that he steps in.
Oh yeah, you can't ever put it past a manager outside the ring getting involved in a match to make sure his team comes out on top.
That's what they're there for. They manage the action.
And this match wasn't originally scheduled for tonight. It's impromptu, so neither team really had time to prepare. Oh, now behind the referee's back, the other members of Ohio for Killers taking advantage of the situation.
Zachary Wentz came in, putting the boots to
Zachary Wentz.
Palmer Cruz. Showing his youth, though, Walker distracting the referee, allowing his partner to get brutalized in the corner. Aaron Williams has Palmer Cruz in the corner. He's throwing him back into the ring.
Yeah, you have to be careful going outside the ring. Super Future with the other members of OI4K out there and their manager taking advantage of the situation.
Well, as we saw last night, OI4K is no stranger to stepping outside the ring and doing a little extracurricular work. I don't know that that's Super Future's game. Super Future needs to keep this in the ring.
Keep it technical.
Correct. And they can only win the championship in the ring, so that's what they need to do. See, that's smart tag team wrestling there, and that shows the experience.
Oh yeah, drawing their opponent in the ring, getting the referee to turn their back, and then they can work over their opponent in the corner.
Oh, he's got a choke.
But it's all taking place behind the referee's back, so it's not illegal until the referee sees it.
I'm glad you see it that way, huh?
The thing is, when I'm in the ring, I can't see it.
If a choke happens behind the referee's back, did it really happen?
Yeah, if I see it on tape, of course it happened. Just can't call it.
Correct. Unfortunately for a lot of competitors, XICW does not use instant replay. It looks like Aaron Williams is calling for...
Wow, that split mid moonsault by Aaron Williams. A little showboating.
Xavier Walker making the save. I think that had he not gotten in there, Palmer Cruz was done for at that point.
Oh yeah, and this match would be over. They're really working over Palmer Cruz.
You know, OI4K may have stepped into these tag team champions spot right now, but they certainly do look like champions at this point.
You know, I can't recall a time where there was actually 4 men involved in Freebirds rules. The Freebirds were a 3-man team.
You're completely correct, Huck. We'll have to take that up with management after the match.
And from what I understand, there are even more members of OI4K, not just the 4 that we have here tonight.
Tremendous DDT, great impact. Both men are down. Looks like Maverick's trying to get to the. He's a little bit quicker trying to get to the. He's made the tag.
Palmer Cruz made the big tag to Xavier Walker. Xavier Walker in with that big shoulder block. Whipped into the corner. Big stinger splash. Big boot to the face of Aaron Williams.
I think I saw a tooth. That was a huge boot.
Needs to stay on his opponent, get him down, and get that 1, 2, 3. Win those tag team titles.
Xavier Walker's so tall, but he comes down so hard and so fast.
Had both legs hooked, but Kyle Maverick was still there to break up the count. Now Palmer Cruz is in there taking it to him. I don't think there was a legal tag.
No, you're correct. I believe that Maverick is still the legal man, and so is Walker.
For all his efforts, there'd be no use without a tag. But once again, the rules in XICW are loose at times. The referee's not really trying to get the legal man back in the ring.
That was a tremendous double team move on behalf of Super Future, but Maverick rolled out of the ring. That's not where he can make a pin.
Big dive over the top rope by Palmer Cruz.
Palmer Cruz going airborne, going between the second and third rope.
Throwing Aaron Williams back in the ring for Xavier Walker, who are the 2 legal men in the ring at the time. Big clothesline lariat.
I knew it. I knew that JT Davidson would be a factor in this match, pulling Walker off of his client, I guess.
You called it, and it happened.
Yeah, you can't take your eye off of him.
JT Davidson interjecting himself in the match. Big Xavier Walker ran right into that super kick.
One super kick.
Big
roaring elbow. And that was it.
And they got the Duke.
XICW Tag Team Champions, OI4K.
Tag Team
Freebird rules, and they still retain the championship.
Championship stays in Ohio. This is very disappointing for XICW fans. Super Future needs to get out of the ring. They are not going to win this match. They are just too outnumbered right now.
4-on-2. They're putting the boots to Super Future. JT Davidson has the referee pinned in the corner. And here they come. Here come the Monroes. Cleaning house.
And they are armed. We have barbed wire bat. We have a kendo stick of some sort.
Man, after that brutal cage last night at Attack of the Yak, I'm surprised MM3 is even up walking. He took that big spike pile driver off the cage. I'm surprised he can even be in here tonight.
GBA does have that equalizer right there, that barbed wire bat, and wisely so, the Ohio is for Killers left the ring.
We're just into the second match on the show tonight, and already havoc is broken loose. Chaos.
See, we don't know how y'all do it in Ohio, but around here, Black Lives Matter, believe me. I don't like these 2 Negroes that I come here with. So, give these players the same fucking fight inside a steel cage. Zachary Wentz, we got a history that goes way further than Michigan. We've been friends all through Toledo, all through Dayton, and right up here in Michigan, but I'm tired of you running like a little bitch. So tonight, you may have broke my nose last night, but I guarantee you will not be walking out of that cage tonight. So JT, you can get your ass in there too if you want.
Got ourselves another cage match, Huck.
Looks like it's going to happen right here tonight. They don't seem too happy about the results of what just went down.
Our next contest is a rematch from last night for the Xtreme Intense Championship. This will be a singles bout scheduled for one fall. Bring out first the challenger. Is a singles bout scheduled for one fall. It is for the Xtreme Intense Championship. The referee is Rick Vivian. Introducing first, the challenger. He was born and raised in the state of Michigan. Traveling the world, his actions and words have inspired people all across the globe. Internationally known, he is known to fight from behind, no matter the obstacle, no matter the adversary, and he is ready to do it again tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, from Detroit, Michigan, wrestling's one-legged wonder, Zach Gowen! His opponent, making his first defense in his second reign as the Xtreme Intense Champion. He has had many accolades, many bodies laid in his path. This destructive, unstoppable XICW warrior looking to cement his singles career. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning and defending Xtreme Intense Champion, Jake Something!
Well, here we go, DC Hall. Jake Something after that big win over Zach Gowen last night at Attack of the Yak won, and he has to defend the title the next night against the former champion, Zach Gowen.
Zach Gowen invoking his rematch clause, as we do have here at XICW. The champion can get a rematch. He's chosen to do it tonight, which I don't know if that's a wise thing. He may want to rest up. He took quite a beating last night.
Well, you know what? Zach was in that match too, and he's in here just like Jake Something. So it's an even playing field. And look at the speed of Zach Gowen with one leg, still able to outmaneuver Jake Something.
Zach has a very unique offensive set. If you're not used to fighting him,
a big dive over the top rope.
It can throw you off. Zach Gowen's never been afraid to use his body as a weapon. He may only have one leg, but he is able to do things most people cannot do.
And like I said last night, with all of his weight pinpointed on that one leg, can make it even more devastating.
Oh, correct. He has a tremendous sense of body awareness. He knows exactly where he is at all times, which is a huge asset to him in and as we see out of the ring right now.
And Zach's really taking it to something right now, right off the bat. And Jake with that strength caught him in midair.
We saw this last night. The power. Zach almost broke out of it, but
a brain buster right onto the chair. Caught him in the midair and administrated a brain buster right onto the chair.
Referee Rick Vinnie may have to stop this match right here. I don't like where this is going.
And look at the shape of Jake Something.
Oh, Jake Something is a specimen out there. I don't think Zach knows where he is.
And like I mentioned earlier, Jake Something is still very young, just like most of the competitors here in XICW. This guy still has a ways to go. We haven't seen the brutality that Jake Something can administer.
Is that a legal choke?
There is no legal choke.
I don't think Zach is conscious. Referee Rick Vivian may have to step in and...
I mean, that was a devastating maneuver outside the ring with that brain buster onto the chair. There's no way Zach could recover that quickly.
Now, the brain buster maneuver just done in the ring is a devastating hold.
I don't know where Jake's going, but he's going in the back. He's left the ring and going in the back, grabbing a trash can. You know, the attitude of Jake Something has really changed over the course of the last several shows. His frustration about not winning, but he won the title match last night. But that frustration is still there. That animosity, that anger has really come forth.
Zach Gowen able to have the wherewithal to raise his foot and catch Jake, but his comeback was short.
Big shoulder tackle into the corner. And he has that trash can again. He's putting it in the face of Zach and punching the trash can all into the face of Zach Gowen. I mean, he really disdained. He has a dislike for Zach Gowen.
This is a brutal side of Jake Something. He has really changed and upped his intensity over the past few months here at XICW.
And the thing about it, though, this is for the insane intense championship. So there are no rules. The Extreme Intense Championship.
There you go, Huck. And so therefore there would be a legal choke.
Now you gotta excuse me, I'm used to so many insanes here in the state of Michigan. Insane Championship, the Insane Wrestling Federation, XICW, all family.
Now Jake has pulled out a couple chairs from underneath the ring. I don't know what other goodies he's going to find underneath there, but we got 3 chairs in the ring, steel chairs.
He's loading the ring up with those chairs like you said. I don't know what he has planned.
He's arranging them. He has evil intentions right now.
But you know what? Like we said, this is within the rules, the confines of the rules in this match.
Zach able to duck out of the way. Jake caught his shoulder right on that steel ring post.
And Zach has that second win. Big moonsault caught in midair once again by Jake something.
The raw power of Jake something is just it's something, Chuck.
Oh, big spinning DDT by Zach Gowen on to Jake something. Jake was still able to kick out.
Zach, the wily vet, able to counter Jake's power with a DDT onto those chairs, and those chairs are unforgiving.
Jake didn't have a good grip on Zach, and Zach was able to work his way around and get that DDT. Huge clothesline by Jake something.
Yeah, that clothesline turned Zach inside out.
Literally took him out of his boot. And Jake is really vicious in this match. He's just taking it to Zach Gowen. Picked him up by his hair.
He's not done with him. He is not done. He wants to inflict more pain.
Yeah, I had a doubt at first. I thought he was just doing what the match calls for, but when you pick a guy up by the hair, when you can pin him, that shows you want to administer more punishment. Now he's taunting him, slapping him in the face.
Oh. Zach still has some fight left in him. I think he's just incensed Jake even more. I don't know that was wise.
That big club and clothesline to the back of the head, back of the neck.
Jake something with a full mount on Zach Gowen right now, just raining elbows. That's where Rick Vivian had to step in. Zach Gowen was completely helpless.
He stopped the match.
For your winner and still Extreme Intense champion, Jake something.
I guess referee Rick V thought it was just too much for Zach to take. Those clubbing forearms.
I'm going to agree with
still clubbing on him. And like I said, he just wants to hurt Zach.
Oh, and he's pushed down referee Rick Vivian. We have the 2 other senior officials here in the ring.
And it looked like the referee, Rick V, just went over.
Due to the excessive violence, referees reversed the decision. We're winning by disqualification, Zach Gowen.
They reversed the decision.
Still the Extreme Intense champion, Jake something.
Zach may have got the W in this.
He's just punishing Zach still, and the referee reversed his decision. But the title can't change hands on a DQ. But Zach Gowen is officially the winner of this match because the reversal of the decision.
He doesn't look like a winner to me, Huck.
As Jake something is still working over Zach, has him by his throat. Come on, this is just uncalled for.
Somebody has to do something.
They need to get in there. They need to stop this. Jake something has just lost his mind. We have security coming out. All the referees are coming from the back. We have the XICW Commissioner J.D. Marshall coming out here now.
We have senior official Brian Glory sort of shielding Zach Gowen right now.
J.D. Marshall and Jake is actually going after J.D. Marshall.
I'm going to say that's not a wise decision right now.
He could get suspended. He could get stripped of that title.
JD is not a wrestler. He's not a contracted performer. I would advise.
Not JD down?
Yeah, I'd advise him not
there could
touching
be
him.
some repercussions from this.
Well, somebody make sure Jake gets my card.
Let's see the prestigious Midwest Heavyweight Championship on the line. This is a singles bout scheduled for one fall. Let's bring out first the challenger. Scheduled for one fall. It is for the Midwest Heavyweight Championship. Your referee is Steve Bernstein. Introducing first, the challenger. Looking to avenge himself after a controversial decision last night. This worldwide superstar has made his name known throughout promotions such as Ring of Honor, MTV's Wrestling Society X, and Lucha Underground. He comes to you from the open road, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Cross! And introducing his opponent, who holds the distinction of having many championship reigns here at XICW. He would like you all to know that the only word he likes that begins with the letter V is victory. His mother calls him son because he shines like one. The reigning and defending Midwest Heavyweight Champion, the Mad Dragon, Hakim Zane.
Well, here we go, right into the Midwest Heavyweight title match. I'm still worked up about that Xtreme Intense title match with Jake something and Zach Gowen. I mean, Jake something that was just uncalled for.
Correct. I wouldn't doubt if there were repercussions after that. However, I'm excited to see these two rock up again. We didn't really get the ending that the Matt Cross actually would have wanted last night, so we'll see what we can do tonight.
Yeah, it's a rematch from Attack of the Yak 1. Hakim Zane was disqualified in that match against Matt Cross last night for pulling the referee in front of that big boot.
I think he tripped.
No, I saw it. You saw it. You know exactly what happened.
I know what I saw.
Why don't you just admit it?
I think we're going to have to agree to disagree on this one, Huck.
No, we aren't going to agree to disagree. I'm right. You know I'm right.
There's various shades of right. Hakim Zane outside gathering himself a little bit like a smart competitor that he is.
Yeah, no, you know, all of these champions tonight, you know, have to defend their title the next night. You know, that's rare here in XICW that we have back-to-back shows like that where champions have to go in and prove themselves the next day.
And once again, Mad Dragon outside composing himself. He didn't like where that was going. He's going to go sort of hit the reset button, if you will.
Well, Zane knows what he's up against tonight. He's in there against Matt Cross, a world traveler, you know, very experienced competitor in professional wrestling.
You know, that's one of the advantages that Hakim Zane has now, is that he didn't have a whole lot of study on Matt Cross, as Matt Cross isn't in Michigan very regularly, but he has first-hand knowledge of what it is like to be in the ring with Matt Cross, and is able to use that to his advantage. I wonder if this sort of stall technique is something that he had devised from his time in the ring last night with him.
Oh, I'm sure it is. He needs time to think, get himself together. You can't underestimate Matt Cross, but also you can't underestimate the Mad Dragon Hakim Zane.
Yeah, Matt Cross is known as an aerial specialist. Of course, he is from Lucha Underground, which is no surprise that he is a aerial high flyer. Whereas Mad Dragon is a little bit more mat-based, but can go aerial when it need be.
There you go. Look at Matt Cross. I think he's trying to get into Zane's head right here.
I think it worked, Huck.
Oh, Zane, you know Zane has that fiery temper.
I think Matt Cross is going to go up. No.
Stopped in midair by Hakim Zane.
Forearm to the head. Cut down Matt Cross as he was trying to make a dive.
The action's outside the ring. The Mad Dragon taking it to Matt Cross right here.
Here at XICW, we love our fans, and we love our fans so much that we bring the action right to their laps.
And Zane missed with that big running knee. Just took a big chop to the chest. Another chop to the chest. And they're taking it all around, all four sides of the ring. And once again, the referee's counting, but the rules are loose here in XICW.
I tell you what's not loose is that steel pole.
Yeah, there's no give in that.
No. Tremendous power, agility.
The core on Matt Cross. And dropped the elbow after suspending himself on that steel post.
You know, I could do that, Huck, but I don't want to.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. But on the other end of it.
These fans are firmly behind Matt Cross right now.
And this whole event here tonight is based on becoming the #1 contender for the Midwest Championship is held by Hakim Zane. If Matt Cross can win tonight, he will be the champion, and the #1 contender will go after Matt Cross.
Correct, and I'm already going to put my pick in as Rhino, number 30.
Well, that's the easy pick. You know, he's number 30, and he's the man beast.
Well, correct, that's why I picked it.
That remains to be seen. There's 29 other competitors in that match. Big boot to the midsection by Hakim Zane.
Matt Cross needs to get out of that corner. This is not his specialty right now. He needs to create space so that he can use his speed, agility, and high flying.
He ran into that big elbow. Big boot to the face. Hakim Zane ducked, big Russian neck breaker.
Matt Cross isn't going to give up that easy. He wants this championship. He wants to be in Michigan and represent XICW.
He's trying to wear down Matt Cross with that chin lock. Putting all of his weight down on the neck. Matt Cross able to work himself back up. A big elbow to the back of the neck. Big enziguri by Matt Cross. Both men are down.
Referee is now counting, doing his 10 count to see if either one of these competitors can stand up.
If they don't make the 10 count, that means the title could quite possibly be held up. But they seem to both be getting to their feet before the 10 count here. Zane into another big boot. Matt Cross going to the top.
Cross rolls through, clothesline, a second clothesline for his trouble. Backflip, spinning elbow, forearm off the second rope.
Zane able to kick out.
Hakim Zane is a champion here for a reason. He has shown incredible durability, endurance, and just a drive to win.
I've seen him grow leaps and bounds over the past few years.
Oh, I could not agree more, Huck. See, we agree on some stuff sometimes.
Sometimes. Mainly what I say. Big spinning heel kick from the outside from Matt Cross.
Matt Cross and
we saw this last night. Big double stomp to the back. Standing moonsault. Hook the leg. 1, 2. Zane still able to kick out.
I thought we had a new champion. I honestly did. I thought Zane's reign was over, and I was going to shed a tear. Just one single tear rolled down my cheek.
Just one single tear.
One single tear.
That's all you can muster. I'm surprised you'd have one tear. Ruthless.
It's mostly for demonstrative purposes. This crowd getting behind Matt Cross. They want to see this championship change.
Ran into a big knee by Hakim Zane. Big elbow into the corner. Another boot to the face. Big cannonball into the corner. 1, 2. Oh, and Matt Cross is able to kick out.
I've seen the Mad Dragon win many matches with that combo. I am surprised that Matt Cross was able to kick out.
He like shoots himself out of a gun and just has so much momentum. I mean, he just went from corner to corner, elbow, kick to the face, and Matt Cross still able to kick out.
Both men are down, but I think Hakim Zane is down more out of frustration than damage right now. He just can't seem to get Matt Cross to stay down. This will be the second night in a row that he's not been able to pin him yet.
Well, both of these men are worn out, taking the best that each has had to offer. Headbutt, elbow, return of the elbow, another elbow. They're going back and forth. Both of these men seem to be evenly matched tonight.
It's just going to be a question of which one wants it a little bit more. Right now, I can't even tell who has the advantage.
They're going toe-to-toe.
Matt Cross is firing up.
But big running knee by Hakim Zane. Big boot to the face by Matt Cross. A boot to the stomach by Hakim Zane. They're back and forth.
Oh my God, did you see that, Huck?
Holy smoke, I'm at a loss for words, man. They're just tearing each other apart.
The agility of Matt Cross.
You see how he bounded off the ropes into that diamond cutter RKO. He's going to the top rope, looks like for another big double stomp off the top, I believe.
If he hits this, I think it's over. Turned him inside out with that lariat.
And Zane got him.
It took 2 nights, but he finally got that thin victory.
Heavyweight champion, the Mad Dragon,
Hakim Zane had time to scout him out from last night. Last night he was DQ'd, but tonight he got the 1-2-3. A big victory for Hakim Zane over Matt Cross.
He is the champion for a reason, I tell you.
Now this win right here should elevate him not just here in the state of Michigan and XICW, but all over the country, all over the world. People should recognize the ability of Hakim Zane.
You know, I just can't wait for that Hakim Zane Rhino match now.
Is it going to happen?
He's 30. He's the man.
He's 30, but still, there are 29 other people.
As you can tell, it is a steel cage matchup for the XICW Tag Team Championships. The end of the match can only happen by pinfall or submission inside the cage. Let's bring out first the challengers. And coming on next, their opponents.
See how it's breaking down before we can even get announcements. We got JT over here. They're going right at it before they can even get in the cage, GC Howe.
These individuals brawled all over the React Arena last night.
Right here in front of us, the DBA working over Crist. No, that's Zachary Wentz working him over. This action is hot and heavy. I'm still excited from the previous matches.
I think DBA only spent about 5 minutes of that 25-minute match in the ring last night.
And it looks like he's doing the exact same thing here, right here tonight. They're fighting outside the ring. MM3 and Jake Crist, they're somewhere over there by the bar going at it. Big 3 him into the cage, threw Zachary Wentz's head into that steel cage.
You know, typically you use a steel cage to keep the action in the ring. Right now, it's sort of keeping it out of the ring.
I don't think anybody's even been inside the steel cage yet. They're going all over the Imperial House. They don't care what's happening here tonight. They're just here to beat somebody down. The Monroes want revenge for what happened last night at Attack of the Yak 1.
MM3 up on the bar.
On top of the bar. Big flying flip through the air into the crowd off the bar. I don't know who that is. He's over there fighting, but they're going at it hot and heavy.
Looks like DBA
He still has
Zachary Wentz. Yep.
Jake, Crist, and MM3 are going at it just like last night. Seems like the fathers want to teach the sons a lesson.
And once again, this is two father and son tag teams that are fighting it out right now. Quite a special thing to witness, wouldn't you say, Huck?
I'd say so, man. This Ohio is for killers. They come here to Michigan, and they're just running roughshod. I heard there are about 12 members of OI4K.
And one thing about OI4K is that they just don't care. They have no regard for the rules. They have no regard for Michigan. They are just here to disrupt.
And think about it, there are two more members of Ohio's for Killers somewhere in the building tonight. I don't think we've seen the last of them.
No, they were very upset that this match was signed. They thought that they had defended the XICW Tag Team Championship successfully over Future.
And think about it, DC Howe. They haven't even gotten inside the cage yet. They're fighting all around the building, and nobody's even been in the cage.
Has the bell officially rung yet?
I don't think so, DC. Got to give me a little swig of my drinky drink right here. They're going crazy.
I tell you, if there's a match to raise a drink to, this is it.
I can't believe this. All my years of watching professional wrestling, being involved in professional wrestling, I've never seen anybody take this long to get into a cage because they're battling all over the place here and haven't stepped foot in the cage one single time.
I'd say there's another first, is that this is the second time in tonight that the XICW Tag Team Championships have been defended. They were first defended.
Are they even making inside the cage? You know, somebody could get injured right here, right now, and not even make it into the ring.
It's a solid point.
And I don't think they really care about the tag team titles. The Monroes, they just want revenge.
Correct. I don't even know if Ohio's Killers care about it.
Now they're getting into our site.
Pile driver.
Pile driver into a chair. We got JT Davison right here over by us with his hand over his mouth. He can't believe what's going on either.
No, he looks concerned.
JT! What do you think about all this? They haven't even been inside the steel cage.
It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. The Monroes jumped my guys on the way into the ring. They should be ashamed of themselves. This is obviously why. They have been the dominant family in this part of the country for as long as they have. They're cheaters.
Well, you heard it right here from JT Davison. He's out of his mind right here tonight. He can't take it. He's going insane.
Oh, he is completely beside himself, Huck. I will say that I do agree with JT Davidson to the point where this is insane, but this is extreme.
Hey, like I said earlier, man, it's all family. ICW, XICW, IWF. I'm right here. I'm insane. I'm AT Huck, and this match is crazy. I love this.
I'm not insane, Huck. I have papers that say I'm not.
You have papers.
Of course.
Maybe you should come on this side of me. I don't like having my back to you for too long here.
JT Davidson trying to fight his way past security to get into this.
Security's keeping him back.
Good for XICW.
I know he's a licensed, second or manager. He can be there at ringside. This is unbelievable. And think about it, the bell hasn't even rang yet.
No, this is not an official match yet. We've yet to get into the ring.
You haven't rang the bell yet, have you? Yes. You have rang the bell.
Oh, well.
The match has officially started.
Okay, well, we stand corrected. The official XICW timekeeper has confirmed that this is sanctioned going on right now. But here, once again at XICW, we tend to be a little loose and liberal with the rules, especially when it comes to the Monroes.
You know, the thing about it, you can't get a pinfall outside the ring, so they still have to get in that cage.
That's a solid point. The same as last night. You cannot pin outside the ring. The only pins and submissions that will count are inside the ring. We do have individuals inside the ring finally.
Man, these shows the last couple of nights have been intense. They've been crazy. It's my kind of stuff, man.
Looks like there was a 2 count in the ring. Crist did, and then he's been rolled up on MM3.
Wow, big spinning heel kick to the face of Crist.
MM3 trying to bring the tag team championship back to XICW.
And he's gone up top. He's up on that top rope, on that turnbuckle.
Up in the high red district. He's got to do something quicker. He may be taking too much time.
Moonsault onto Crist. 1, 2. He kicks out.
I've said many times that Ohio's for Killers just don't care, but one thing, they have a tremendous amount of pride.
Oh, that's for sure, man. And this rivalry is not just about father and son. This is Michigan versus Ohio.
Yeah, this dates back to the days of Woody and Bo. Woody and Bo. Woody and Bo. Woody and Bo.
You got a mouthful there. Mouthful of Woody.
I'll politely have no comment. Double clothesline.
Double clothesline. Got a little sidetrack there.
That's okay. We have a lot of commotion going on right now. We had a lot of fans going by us. Looks like referee Rick Vivian's trying to finally
closing the cage door. And look at JT Davison going over there nuts. He's going nuts. I think his head's about to pop.
Yeah, he has turned 17 different shades of red. But at least in the ring, in the steel cage, JT Davidson's influence in this match.
Wow, both of them tried for a super kick. More super kicks. And they just collapse right in the middle of the ring.
All 4 competitors now down on the ground. Referee Rick Vivian starting his count.
All 4 competitors down.
Malcolm Rowe was the first stop, and he is really taking it to Crist right now.
Oh, there he goes, that DDT.
Broken up by his son,
Zachary Wentz.
I've been mistaken.
Oh no.
Mr. Davidson
opened that cage door, and DBA went flying to the floor.
MM3 with the
MM3 all by himself last night. This didn't go too well for MM3.
And may not go too well for him right now. He is outnumbered in that cage. His father, DBA, is outside the ring.
Once again, outside of the cage, not there for his son. I don't know. I won't say it's intentional, but MM3 is by himself. Holy smoke.
I believe he called that move the splitting angles, the modified DDT.
MM3 is down. 2-on-1 right now.
However, Ohio's for Killers is stalling. They need to really
just like last night. They really did last night. They won the titles in the same situation.
Oh, DBA is up. He is climbing up behind Zachary Wentz. I don't know if Zachary knows that he's there.
Oh, DBA's up there. Pushed him off the top rope. They were trying to go for that same maneuver.
DBA on the top of the cage. He's put his son in front of him.
Oh, here we go. There's Aaron Williams and Kyle Maverick.
You are completely correct. They, you had called that they might have something to do with this match, and they have.
I knew it. I knew it. They're getting inside the cage.
I'd argue that this is a 5-on-2 now.
But inside the ring is 4-on-2. Got JT outside the ring. Big pile driver by Aaron Williams on MM3. And I guess Freebird rules are still in effect even in this cage match.
I'll have to take the fine print on that one. I'm not sure that this is the
Get
full
MM3
intent.
making a comeback on all three of his opponents. Big knee. MM3 is like a house of fire. He's going nuts. But it's still 3-on-1. The odds are against him. They won!
Shocked.
Still tag team champions.
Tag team champions. Alive 4K.
Unbelievable. I'm shocked. 2 nights in a row. Alive 4K is able to retain the championships, the XICW Tag Team Championships.
Oh, I'm disappointed. I'm sure the Monroes are disappointed themselves. DBA is not done with them though. Off the top of the
cage on all 4 of them. But it's too late. It's too late. They lost. They didn't regain their tag team titles. Both nights, DBA was nowhere to be found, and MM3 went down, and now he's in there against these guys from Ohio.
JT Davidson has now walked the cage. You have a 4-on-2 situation right now, and I don't think either of the Monroes are in a position to fight back.
They're in a bad position right now. Here comes Super Future, Xavier Walker, and Palmer Cruz. And look at him bail out of that cage. This is just unbelievable. They retain.
They've retained, but Ohio Super Killers has left a mark on XICW.
DBA's down inside the steel cage. MM3 looks like he's in pain. Super Future coming to the aid of the Monroes. And the crowd is upset.
Yeah, they're chanting chicken spit at these Ohio.
They're letting you know exactly what they feel about this. Man, they're feeling the heat tonight.
Reverend Rick Vivian closing the cage to try to keep Ohio Super Killers out and calm this storm.
bitches to get back in this cage, and we'll show you how Detroit fights. Do you guys want to see us get back in that cage? I can't hear you. Okay, you guys want us back in the cage? You got it. David, come back! David! 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 Come on, David! All right. Tonight, when is the next show? September the 11th? September the 11th. How about all 4 bitches against Black Lives Matter? Oh, I'm sorry. All lives matter. I got mixed kids. All lives matter. All lives matter. 9/11? Well, it's okay. Y'all going into a state of emergency. Stop bombing you bitches hosting the Twin Towers. I can say what I want. Yeah. It's been 15 years, damn it. Wrap it up, B. Alright, I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm going in the back and I'm trying to find these bitches because I'm still ready to fight. They kick me in the dick. I don't even know kids anyways. Let's go do this. Alright, is everybody ready for tonight's main event? Throughout XICW's nearly 16-year history, we have never had a match like this. It is the Motor City Rumble Royale. 30 entrants. We start with 2. After a random interval, the next competitor will come out. Elimination can occur at any time by throwing them over the top rope and their feet touching the floor. Once again, I want everyone to ensure your own safety. While we do have security out here to help you, please make smart decisions. If you need to walk around, leaving your seats, stay away from ringside. It could get just as dangerous outside as it does in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out entrant number 1 for the Motor City Rumble Royale, Gavin Quinn.
Well, here we go, DC Howell, the Motor City Rumble Royal with your number 1 entrant, GQ, Gavin Quinn.
Gavin Quinn's been on such a hot streak lately, but I feel that the odds may be stacked against him.
Crowd here tonight.
Quinn grabbing those ribs, still feeling the effects of that gore that put him down in the first match tonight.
It's not looking good for Gavin Quinn, starting out number 1. After taking that gore from Rhino, he's holding those ribs. I don't know. We might see him in and out of here real fast. Who will be number 2?
And now the man who drew number 2 from SoCal, the party starter, El Ridiculous.
Ridiculoso.
El Ridiculoso lives up to his name as the party starter. He's ridiculous. That's what he is, Huck. I worry that El Ridiculoso may be burning up too much energy doing, I think this is his third lap.
That's how he might get going, you know? How many laps is he doing around the ring? Oh, I know what he's doing. He's just running out his time.
Oh, you know what? This is a smart move by El Ridiculoso. He has a minute to get into the ring, so might as well make the most of it. Why burn that time?
Oh, and I can tell this is just driving Quinn insane. Big super kick as soon as he stuck his head through the ropes.
The match has officially started. Now we have 1 minute intervals, as you know, in between competitors.
Well, how much time has gone by already?
I'm not sure when that minute started. Was it when the bell started?
Well, he's eliminated already, so I guess it really doesn't matter.
But the good news is he got his workout in by doing about 5 laps of the XICW ring.
I thought we were going to see a little more of El Ridiculoso tonight, but I guess not.
You know, this is going to be the smartest thing Gavin Quinn can do is try to get in and out, and
I guess the party's over before it even started.
I hate it when that happens.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Entry number 3, Zach.
Zach is a current student at the House of Truth, making his XICW Imperial House debut.
I was wondering, I have no idea who this is. I'm just being truthful.
You know, he is very inexperienced, but he has some size on Gavin Quinn, and he's extending his hand, trying to start this off with a little.
That's not Johnny
sign of
Delicious.
respect. No, I would know my client.
I thought he shaved real quick.
Gavin Quinn giving this newcomer a rude welcome to the XICW world.
And over the top rope goes Johnny Delicious Jr.
I can fully attest to you that Mr. Delicious does not have any offspring. We would be dealing with that paternity test.
I don't know about that. I'm going to have to examine that a little further. Wait a minute. If he had a beard. Yep, that's right. Johnny Delicious Jr.
Some time in between these entrants. Get your ass to the back, bad boy. It doesn't matter who you bring out here because they're going to step into this ring. I'm going to kick them in the face.
Holy smoke, a walking lobster.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Did you see the tan on that guy?
All business is about to pick up right now. These two individuals have no love lost for each other whatsoever at all. In fact, just last night we saw them beat each other to a pulp.
I mean, this rivalry goes way back. Orlando Christopher, he's going to get Gavin Quinn out of this ring as soon as possible.
Yeah, Gavin Quinn may have bitten off a little bit more than he could chew with this one. This is what happens when you draw number 1.
And there he goes. Nope, he's able to stay in the ring.
Did he get both feet out? Did his feet touch?
No, his feet, he did not touch the floor.
Yeah, Gavin Quinn doesn't have a chance. Next competitor's coming in.
Entry number 5, Dickie Bronson.
Dickie Bronson.
God loves Bronson kills.
And he's a man on a mission, too. Big belly-to-belly suplex by Dickie Bronson.
Wasting no time, however, it seemed to have no effect on Kid Hybrid.
And he returns it with his own belly-to-back. 2, Going for number 3. 3 belly-to-back suplexes in a row, and Dickie Bronson grabs onto the ropes. Oh, super kick to the back of the head by Gavin Quinn.
Now it's important to note that just by grabbing the ropes does not call for a ref's break. The competitors can keep going on this. The rule is that they must be thrown out over the top rope.
That's true. They don't have to break. The referees are just there to make sure that they get away from the ring. Gavin Quinn, Dickie Bronson in here with Orlando Christopher, and here comes the mysterious Movado, the man from outer space.
Coming to the ring in his mysterious ways. Movado immediately picks off Dickie Bronson, is just having his way with him right now. But it looks like Movado has taken on both Gavin Quinn and Dickie Bronson. We have a worm. We have a worm sighting, Huck.
I'm speechless. That big hesitation drop kick into the corner on both Gavin Quinn and Dickie Bronson. And there's that patented handstand.
I said it last night, and I'll keep saying it every time I see Movado. It is a tremendous the amount of agility this man has.
Well, he's dropped a lot of weight in the past couple of years.
Did somebody light the lot signal straight from the lot cave? It is the genetic jackpot.
And he takes it to everybody. Big drop kick by Joe Coleman.
Joe Coleman, the tan lantern, cannot get enough in this match. He is a house of fire.
The genetic jackpot. Swolverine.
Swolverine, you are correct.
Weapon flex.
Joe Coleman, as we all know, had his birthday yesterday. I'm sure he's looking to add to the festivities.
Oh, that'd be a big prize if he can win this match.
Oh, that'd be
number 1 contender.
That number 1 contender spot for
big birthday present.
Hakim Zane's championship is a prized thing here in XICW, and something that has driven a.
And you know what? I'm not even going to try to keep count to see how many men have been out here.
Jeff Brooks in the ring. We now have both former members of Death Wish. I wonder if they will form a partnership to try to.
Oh, I don't think so. Not after what they've been through. I'm surprised they haven't just gone right at it.
I am too. However, it looks like Dickie Bronson and Orlando Christopher have their
teaming up on Movado.
Correct. I think that getting Movado out of this ring, Movado being one of the most experienced people in XICW, getting him out of this match early would benefit everyone.
And Coleman and Brooks going at over in the corner. Movado with a big boot to Dickie Bronson, double chop to the throat. Big thrust to the throat. And Dickie Bronson holding on for dear life. He could go over. Nope, both feet still on the ring apron. Both feet have to touch the floor.
3, 2, 1. The next entrant, Dr. Repsia.
Speaking of mysterious individuals, Dr. Repsia, he also had quite a bout last night at the Yak.
Oh yeah, him and Movado had a grudge match last night. Dr. Repsia actually came on top of that. Came out on top. And what a weirdo he is.
He definitely plays the psychological game in and out of the ring. There is no doubt.
I just don't know what it is. What is it? Is it a human, an android?
Did I tell you or did I tell you? Death Wish, right now, in the ring.
There you go.
They're together.
But they're looking face to face.
Dickie Bronson feeding Gavin Quinn to Jeff Brooks. Powerbomb.
You called it. They're actually teaming up.
You know,
after all they've been through.
you have to put your differences aside right now. This is business.
Oh, I knew that had to come.
Brooks, what are you doing?
That was short-lived.
Dickie Bronson has been eliminated.
I think Jeff Brooks made a mistake.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, obviously not. He's still in the ring, and Dickie Bronson is out.
Aaron T.I., as we all know from XICW Proving Ground, sort of taking his time to get in the ring.
He's taking his time getting in there, Aaron T.I.
However, unlike El Ridiculoso, he is not doing laps wearing himself out. He is stalking the ring.
He's trying to find the right place to get in there. Is there a right place, though?
I think he has picked up Orlando Christopher. Oh! Yes, we do have an elimination.
The Weirdo's been eliminated.
The Weirdo's been eliminated by a Weirdo. Oh.
I don't want this guy getting too close to me.
Aaron T.I. picked the wrong person to pick on, as Orlando Christopher has taken full advantage of the situation.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next.
Yeah, I think Aaron T.I. picked the wrong person. And here comes Chris Moore.
Big man coming to the ring.
Man, he's getting there like a giant robot.
He is. Bro, he has got headbutts for days. The forearm.
Man, look at those tights. Remember that cartoon, Grape Ape?
Oh, I do. Grape Ape.
Grape Ape. Whoa, big clothesline. There we see the end of Aaron T.I.
Moore
has been eliminated.
Moore showing his dominance in the ring. He is probably one of the most physically impressive individuals in the ring right now, just as in sheer power. Although I would give, in terms of definition, the advantage to the Tan Lantern.
Oh yeah,
Joe Coleman.
4, 3, 2, 1. The next entrant can't miss. Xavier Walker.
Xavier Walker out here for the third time tonight. And I'm going to say that he may have an advantage.
Who's the biggest of the two? He's taller, but look at the size.
Looks like Walker is going to try to square up with the big man.
Chris Moore is a huge individual.
Oh, he's a huge and powerful individual. You know, Mr. Delicious and I have been talking about him around the office lately.
Could you not say Mr. Delicious?
I'm formal with my clients. I'm a professional. Chris Moore.
Walker has been eliminated.
I'm going to say that's an upset right there.
Him, and there goes Jeff Brooks trying to eliminate Chris Moore.
Just Chris Moore.
He's holding on. I can't see if his feet are on the mat though.
I don't see
on the floor.
I don't see that the XICW officials have signaled, and he's back in the ring. He's back in the ring.
He must have just been on the ring apron. Now we have Joe Coleman and Orlando Christopher going hot and heavy. Big knee by Jeff Brooks on the Chris Moore. There's 3-on-3 in here right now.
Is Gavin Quinn still in this match?
It looks like 6 men are still in the ring.
Next entrant in 5, 4, 3, 2,
and 1. Gavin Quinn is still in the match. The other half of Super Future.
Lucky number 13, Palmer Cruz. Let's hope that he has a better showing than his partner from Super Future.
Oh, there goes Jeff
Christopher. Takes Jeff Brooks out with a reversal, a Hurricane Rana right out of the ring.
Jeff Brooks has been eliminated.
What I want to know is, what is Xavier Walker still doing ringside? Oh, he's Bomber Cruz is lucky that
Cruz has been eliminated.
Mr. Walker was
He's throwing right into the walls, into the arms of his partner.
Yeah, this is a smart move by all these individuals. Chris Moore has been way too dominant in this match. They need to get him out of the ring right now.
Whoa, it took about 4 men to eliminate Chris Moore.
It did. Great showing by Chris Moore. He was truly a force.
Movado's been eliminated.
We're down to 3. Joel Coleman out of the ring. Now we're back to Gavin Quinn and Orlando Christopher. Unbelievable. Laying out Gavin Quinn.
Unbelievable. Gavin Quinn still in this match.
The next entrant, accompanied by Mark Joka, Idris Abraham.
Here comes Idris Abraham with Mark Joka. He's sporting that patch over that left eye. Yeah, they're getting the fire to the face last night.
There was an incendiary device last night used, and it looks like Mark Joka.
What does that mean?
Incendiary.
What does that mean?
It means to ignite, to light. We have. So Joel Coleman is chasing.
He's going after Idris Abraham.
Out of the.
Enjoy your time in the Rumble.
Mark Joka is in the Rumble.
And he goes right over the top and out to the floor.
Has been eliminated.
With the suit on.
He does still look good. The suit is intact.
What happened to Idris Abraham?
Idris Abraham was chased out of the ring. I believe he's officially out of it. Orlando Christopher hanging on for dear life. I don't know how he hung on right there.
Next entrant in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next entrant,
Dominique Fabiano being accompanied to the ring by Jaimy Coxxx.
This match is now officially intergender.
Does Dominique really think she can eliminate Gavin Quinn?
I don't know what Gavin Quinn's doing right here.
Maybe he's telling her just to get out. She's not having that.
No, Dominique's been all over this country wrestling in the past year.
But you know what? I don't think Gavin cares that she's a girl.
No, Gavin's here to win this match.
Holy smoke!
And Fabiano is here to win this match as well.
She wants to get in there. She wants to go for the title. Could you imagine Dominique versus Hakim Zane?
That is a main event. I think she's my new favorite to win.
next entrant in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And she's putting the boots to Gavin Quinn. This is funny.
Matt Hagan, a new student here out of the House of Truth.
Oh, and here comes Paul Bowser out of nowhere.
Volatile turbulence coming. He has smashed the trash can right over this youngster.
Bowser. Volatile turbulence. What are you doing? You're here again.
Why not? Tell me what.
Looks like he's out. That means you're in.
The decision has been made. Matt is out and literally been thrown out of the Imperial House. Paul Bowser, Volatile Turbulence, has entered the fray. And it goes right after Dominic Fabiano.
What the heck just happened? She does not want to be in there with Paul Bowser.
No.
Hey, but Dominique is she's taking on everybody. Big kick to the side of the head of Paul Bowser. Another kick. Whoa.
Dominic probably out of the limit. I knew she didn't have a chance, Huck. I knew she didn't have a chance.
Yeah, you did say that, did you?
Yep.
Not. Whoa, Gavin Quinn just eliminated Orlando Christopher. And now Paul Bowser and Gavin Quinn.
3, 2, 1. Coming out next, gentlemen, 3. Malcolm Monroe, the
Oh, and Malcolm MM3, he hates Paul Bowser.
Going right after Paul Bowser. Gavin Quinn taking a much-needed break.
I mean, these guys are really going at it. There's an animosity here that you just won't believe. Big power bomb by Paul Bowser onto MM3.
Yeah, I think that these individuals need to start concentrating on Gavin Quinn more. He's been in the ring for a lot longer than these two guys. He's ripe for the picking. I don't think Gavin Quinn has a chance in the corner right there.
For another power bomb. Another power bomb onto MM3.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next entrant, Jay Maynard.
Jay Maynard,
Paul Bowser heard that.
the protege of the DBA.
And he just used DBA against Jay Maynard. Jay Maynard taking it to Paul Bowser, though.
Paul Bowser is choking the life out of Gavin Quinn right now. Right now, he's allowed to use the ropes. He is allowed to choke. There really are no other rules decided.
I think he sees Gavin Quinn as his biggest threat in there, and he's trying to keep him out of the action.
I agree.
But he shouldn't, underestimate MM3.
No, MM3. Oh. MM3 is eliminated. Follow the turbulence.
Has been eliminated.
Just like I said, he shouldn't underestimate MM3.
No, but the war that MM3 has gone through both last night and tonight, I wonder how much he has left.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But look at Gavin Quinn still in this matchup.
Willie Watts has entered the match. The master of thong style.
The master of thong style. There you go. Look at Willie Watts. He's just kissing everybody.
MM3, you don't know where those lips have been. You probably don't want to.
Oh, no.
Willie Watts has cornered MM3. And he is giving him some posterior.
I really don't even know how to call Willie Watts matches. I just sit here in disbelief.
MM3 is trying to skin the cat. Oh, she's going to need it one more time. I swear, these matches have really taken the life out of MM3. I don't know if he has the energy.
Half the cat.
Yeah, he is. It's one unfortunate cat.
And he kissed Willie Watts back.
Oh, and we're having a bit of a moment here.
Hey, man, this is 2016. I'm from a different decade. I was born in 1961.
You may have
2016 is a little new.
Yeah, well, I think we just saw a love match.
Oh my goodness, what the heck are we seeing here?
It's beautiful. Once again, my single tear is rolling down my cheek.
Next entrant in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're number 20, Jaimy.
Jaimy Coxxx, no stranger to the Midwest Championship. He held it for a extremely long time.
Yeah, one of the greatest Midwest champions we've had.
He would love to get back into the number one contendership. Going straight up for Gavin Quinn, showing his experience here, going after the individual who is likely just on fumes at this point.
Well, he should be at this point the easiest one to get out of there, being the number one contestant in the ring.
So we have 2/3 of our competitors have already been in and out of the ring. We have 10 left, Huck.
10 left. 10 left out of 30.
As I've said all along, I still say Rhino is my pick.
All right, I'm not picking. I can't decide. Will Gavin Quinn actually make it all the way to Rhino?
I don't see that happening. He's been in the ring now for over 20 minutes. Not to mention his other previous match tonight.
TBA seems to be in a little pain. He's taking his time getting up there in the ring.
He is, but this will be an interesting thing. We not only have his son, Malcolm III, in the ring, but he also has one of his best friends, Jaimy Coxxx, and a fun-loving criminal in the ring there.
Now, I've refereed battle royals with Sweet Daddy Malcolm Monroe in the ring, and he would, use the same tactic. He would take forever to get up in the ring.
So who's in it? Looks like he has joined the fun-loving criminals again.
They're working over GQ in this ring. This battle royal looks like everybody wants GQ out of this match.
Oh, and that's the thing, is that there's a lot of allies in this ring. Everybody has a friend except for GQ. Even Jay Maynard is in there with his Proving Ground mentor, the DBA.
That's right.
And we all know about the love match that just happened between Malcolm and Willie Watts.
Oh, what the heck? Sweet Willie Watts just laid a big one right on Gavin Quinn.
Gavin Quinn has been beaten down physically, emotionally.
3, 2, 1. Handsome Vinnie Scarboni.
Here comes Vinnie Scarboni. We haven't seen the Scarbonis all night.
No, but there's no love lost between the Scarbonis and the Monroes.
If I was Vinnie, I wouldn't want to get up in there right now.
No, I think he's taking his time to get into the ring.
Every man in there has a grudge against the Scarbonis.
I think that all he has to do right now is survive until his brother can get out there, and that could be
ass kicking
up to another 6-7 minutes.
And there they go, right after Vinnie.
Oh. They are just putting
it looks like they're going to take turns on him. And I hope Willie understands what that means. Willie Watts is having a blast here tonight.
And he's certainly getting around. I wonder.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next entrance in the shortest time, Idris Abraham.
Now we see Idris Abraham. And he's taking his time too.
Mark Joka going to be outside of the ring. He's not going to be a ton of help for him out there though in this type of match.
And look at the hair on Idris Abraham.
He has quite a mane of hair right now. Idris Abraham, one half of the former tag team of Halal Beefcake. Of course, we've already seen Joe Coleman.
That team is long dissolved now.
Absolutely. And it looks like referee Rick Vivian is removing Mark Joka from the ringside area.
And well, he should.
Yeah, there's no place for managers in a match of this sort. Malcolm Monroe, the third, was about to be eliminated. However, he was saved by his father.
Oh, he almost eliminated himself.
Able to hold on with that one hand.
Next entrant in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next entrant, the Southpaw Sonny Scarboni.
Well, here's the other half of the Scarboni brothers. Sonny
Scarboni coming to the ring. The Scarboni is going to be able to run roughshod over this match. I predict that one of the Scarboni is going to win this.
But wait a minute. You just said Rhino a little while ago. Then you said Dominique Fabiano.
I have no recollection of that. Scarbonis are able.
Showing that teamwork.
If they can hold this this partnership through the bulk of this match, I think that they will be the winners.
Wait a minute.
Did you say something?
No, I forget it. Oh, Jay Maynard. Nope, still on the ring apron. And Gavin Quinn is still in this match.
Jay Maynard has been eliminated.
Jay Maynard just went over the top, landed on the floor. Looks like the tables have turned in this matchup.
Yep, the Monroes are now to the point where
allegiances have switched.
Looks like Abraham has joined the Scarbonis. I think that's a good move on his part.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next entrant, Caleb Stills.
Caleb Stills in here. I don't think he cares about anybody.
No, I think that he just wants to go in there and hurt people. And he's going straight after MM3, who's lying prone in the corner. I think these matches have gotten to MM3. I don't know how he's going to stand again.
Going after Vinnie Scarboni right now. Caleb Stills. Oh no, look at this up in the corner. Willie Watts and Sonny Scarboni.
That was a head scissors with a little extracurricular activity right there. Oh, they're going to make a wish, Huck. Do you got a wish?
Do I have a wish?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to wish on Willie Watts. Thank you. Abraham Bonies are taking it to Jaimy Coxxx and Willie Watts.
Abraham talking to the crowd a little bit. I think he needs to focus attention on DBA.
2, 1. The next entrant.
We still have Gavin Quinn in the ring.
Danny Shea, one of the 450 boys. I'm
calling out Danny Shea.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that he's... I'm going to guess that he's going to side with the Scarbonis here. And that's exactly what it looks like it's going to happen. And that's why I picked the Scarbonis to win this match.
Oh, because you knew Danny Shea was coming out.
Well, I knew he was in the match. I knew that the Scarbonis were together, and now that they have a trio, they're going to be the last three.
So if they're the last three, who's the winner?
If they're the last three, well, I of course have to go with Southpaw Sonny.
So now Southpaw Sonny will be the winner, in your opinion?
Of course. I've said that all along. The time we've gone on the air, Huck, you really have to listen to me more.
I'm keeping track. Jaimy Coxxx, a house of fire. Going after, balling out Danny Shea and Sonny Scarboni.
Looks like we have... I don't think Malcolm the third is as... That's Andrew Lee.
Andrew Lee.
Here's Andrew Lee. We haven't seen this gentleman in the XICW ring in years.
And he grew a tail. Well, not really big enziguri. Midsection drop kicks.
The Scarbonis are going to welcome Andrew Lee back into the XICW ring by dumping him out really nonsensically.
Looks like a Pokemon character.
Yeah, well, he can Pikachu his way out of here.
He grew a tail.
Yeah, you can see doctors about that. Looks like we have 3 entrants left in this match. One being Rhino, number 30.
He's no longer going to be the winner, right?
I told you my pick was Rhino.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the next entrant, Jamal Kyng!
Jamal Kyng!
Another youngster here at XICW. I don't know a whole lot about this individual, but he is ready to fight and going right after Danny Shea.
Does Jamal have boots on? No, they usually take his shoes from him.
Yeah, they usually take his shoes from him. That's the only thing I really know about him is that
he's getting a serious stomp down by Sonny Scarboni.
He usually loses his shoes, and he does have some serious sock game. Although, unfortunately, he's only wearing black socks tonight, it looks like.
And both Scarbonis are still in there. DBA is still in there.
Yes, there's still time for DBA to take yet another pair of shoes.
Gavin Quinn is still in the match.
I don't think Gavin Quinn's still in the match. Is he still in the match?
Yeah, he's laying over in the corner. Isn't that Gavin Quinn?
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the XICW Hall of Famer, Eddie Venom!
Big Eddie Venom.
Eddie Venom, straight from the Gotham Police Department to XICW.
And he's clotheslining everybody. The monster, Eddie Venom.
Danny Shea, completely decimated by Eddie Venom. Eddie Venom is bleeding house right now.
Could you imagine Eddie Venom against Hakim Zane?
I think that's going to happen. I think Eddie Venom's going to win this match.
Oh my God.
What, Huck?
And he eliminates both of the Scarboni brothers.
See, I told you, Eddie Venom is going to win this match. And Scarboni had no chance once anybody came in.
Oh, this is the fun-loving criminals.
We have a reunion.
That party's broken up real soon.
We have a lot of action going on right now.
Vinnie eliminated.
DBA
Caleb Stills has Vinnie eliminated.
Caleb Stills, fun-loving criminals are a house of fire right now.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the number 3 entrant, Rhino!
All 30 members have now either entered and been eliminated in this match.
This is it. Gavin Quinn did make it all the way to number 30 with Rhino being in the ring, the last entrant in this Rumble Royal.
I'm impressed. Who does Rhino go after now?
And he goes right after Gavin Quinn.
And the rest of the fun-loving criminals are just cheering on this effort. I don't think Mr. Kyng knows what he's doing going after Rhino.
Xavier Kyng went right after Rhino. He's going for the gusto.
Yeah, that's probably not smart. Idris Abraham trying to knock the big man down.
Oh, I caught. There you go. DBA took his shoes. Jumal Kyng's shoes are gone. Did he get both of them, or just did he get one?
He got both of them.
He got both. Oh no, they're playing monkey in the middle. How humiliating.
Kyng needs to.
Does he realize that they're making him look like a fool?
Yeah, he needs to get out of it. That's probably the most humane thing they could have done to him, is just eliminate him at that point.
And being eliminated.
At least he's leaving the arena this time with his shoes.
That's true. Okay, so we have the DBA, we have Eddie Venom, we have Rhino, we have Gavin Quinn, Idris Abraham, Jaimy Coxxx.
7 men left in the match. And Jaimy Coxxx is eliminated.
We're down to 6, I believe.
Idris Abraham eliminated Jaimy Coxxx.
We have Rhino and Eddie Venom going after it.
And Rhino just eliminated Eddie Venom.
My pick, Rhino, to win this event, has eliminated Eddie Venom. Retired him once again. Rhino just leaning into Gavin Quinn, just taking the breath right out of him.
He's working over Gavin.
Idris Abraham is now working over Willie Watts. We down to... Is there 4 or 5 in there? 5 in the ring right now.
5 left in the ring.
Gavin Quinn's just sort of prone in the corner. It's his best defense at this point.
I mean, does he have anything left? He's been in here for how long now?
It's been over 30 minutes. And not to mention the battle that he had to start off the night.
That's right.
Willie making friends once again.
You know what? I don't think Willie Watts can take all of these men at the ring at the same time. Is he even interested in having a shot at the Midwest title, or is he interested in kissing?
You have to understand that Willie Watts uses his masculine wilds as an advantage to him. If the individual is too busy worried
you view those as masculine, right?
Yes. Well, of course he's masculine. He's a man. I've heard tales.
First hand?
Maybe second. DBA getting back into this fight, coming into the aid of Rhino. Really just beating down on Gavin Quinn, who I don't know if he knows where he is at this point. Someone needs to tell Gavin Quinn he is still in this fight and at the Imperial House.
And DBA and Rhino are both working Gavin over in the corner, taking shots, taking turns.
And there goes Gavin Quinn. He's out of the match.
No, he's still on the ring apron.
The refs are going to have to look.
He's over there. He's watching. But Gavin Quinn, the tenacity, he's still in this match.
Gavin Quinn's been on such a roll here. It's not surprising that he's still in this match. He can't seem to lose in XICW.
You know what? I think I'm going to make the call. Gavin Quinn's going to be the winner tonight.
DBA was boosted out of the ring. We're down to the final 4, Huck.
You said Rhino. I said Gavin Quinn.
I've said Rhino from the very beginning. I've been very consistent with that.
I don't think so. Scarboni's, Dominique Fabiano, Eddie Venom.
Those were all, able and willing competitors tonight. But Rhino's been my favorite. Rhino just taking the boots to Gavin Quinn. Idris Abraham thrown out by Willie Watts.
Oh, now we have former tag team partners in here, Rhino and Sweet Willie Watts. What was their tag team name? Do you remember? Was it Beauty and the Beast? Was it Ride Blow?
Let's just say it was Beauty and the Beast at this point.
Beauty and the Man Beast.
Oh, I do like that. Rhino reaching out his hand for Willie Watts.
Oh, they're going at it.
That reunion was short-lived.
Let's see if Willie Watts will try to kiss Rhino.
Oh, here we go. The master of thong style. This is how you know. Jerry Lawler used to take down his strap. Sweet Willie shows you his goods.
And he took down the Man Beast with that thong style. Thong style.
Gavin Quinn trying to get Willie out of here. If this was a match where the pinfalls counted, Gavin Quinn would be done after that. He is on Dream Street.
Oh, there goes Willie Watts. And it's down to the number 1 entrant and the number 30 entrant and the 2 men who started off the night.
You know, with the way this match is going, I still can't believe that Gavin Quinn has been still in this match, still vertical at this point.
He can barely stand up though, and he's in there with a relatively fresh Man Beast.
Rhino's feeding off this crowd. I don't know if Gavin Quinn can take it much more from him tonight though.
Look at him going blow to blow with the Man Beast though.
Gavin Quinn there's no quitting this man. Kick to the, brought him down. Super kick in tandem. Oh, he's going to pick him and try to get him out of here. This is a smart move to try to capitalize on that momentum. Rhino fighting back. Gavin Quinn is right in the position for gore right now.
Gore! Big gore by Rhino.
Again, tonight, Gavin Quinn has tasted the gore.
With Gavin still in the ring, he has to throw him over the top rope.
I think Rhino is in shock over this.
Are you kidding? Gavin Quinn, after being gored by Rhino, got his own gore.
Thrown over the top. Rhino hanging in there though.
His feet didn't go over. His feet didn't hit the floor.
Super kick. Rhino is eliminated. I told you Gavin Quinn would win this from the very beginning.
You never said that.
Gavin Quinn was in the ring for 47 minutes. This is incredible. The streak continues. Gavin Quinn's success here in XICW.
47 minutes and 4 seconds. 47 minutes and 4 seconds.
Not a doubt in my mind in that 47 minutes and 4 seconds that I had that Gavin Quinn was going to win this match. I knew it from the beginning, Huck.
The new number 1 contender for the Midwest Heavyweight Championship. And the crowd, we're giving him his props here tonight.
Oh, you have to respect that effort. You have to.
GQ is guaranteed to shine at the Midwest Heavyweight Championship coming up in the near future.
The new number 1 contender, GQ Gavin Quinn. And the fans, they recognize talent here tonight, and they're giving Gavin Quinn his props.
Coming up out